Hey guys, people ask me all the time, what do you use to shoot your videos? So today I'm going to be going over some of the gear I use to shoot my videos. So in this video, I'm going to show you the gear that I use to shoot my videos, but my hope is that it helps you when creating your own videos to figure out what gear you need. So what I want to start out with is the first piece of gear that I started with was the iPhone XR. Now this is an amazing piece of gear. Most people have iPhones. It's got a great camera on the back. The only downside is on the front side, the camera is not as good as the back. My second piece of gear is going to be this tripod. I think everybody needs a tripod, especially if they're doing some sort of a vlog, so that any place you could go, you can just set this thing up, put your phone in it, and start creating your videos. So that's my first two pieces of gear. Okay, the next piece of gear I want to talk about is one of my favorites, and it's the Mavic Air 1. This is the first and only drone I've ever had, and the reason why I bought this drone is because it's super light, 430 grams, compact, and you can pretty much take it anywhere you want. So this actually shoots 4K video at 30 frames per second, and the gimbal will stabilize the camera even at high speeds. This drone has a distance of over 6 miles, and there's a 21-minute flight time on each battery. Your phone plugs right into the remote controller so you can see everything right on your phone's display. Lastly, this drone is very easy to control, and you can be up and flying the day you buy it. Now there's a newer model, the Mavic Air 2, and the main differences are that the Mavic Air 2 has a bigger camera sensor, 48 megapixel photo, and a smart photo. Now the smart photo, that's an entirely new feature, and it combines HDR imaging, scene recognition, and hyperlight into the intelligent algorithm, whatever the heck that means. If you have an adventure channel or are going to be going traveling, I would say that the drone is a very important piece of gear to have. Okay, so the next piece of gear I want to talk about is my GoPro. Now this is the GoPro Hero 8 Black, and I have it in a water flotation device here because I take it surfing with me, and what I do is I turn it upside down. Now I can go into the settings and I can set it so that it stays upside down, and I put it in my mouth, I guess, and I catch waves, and this thing gets some great footage. Now I don't have the actual right mouthpiece for this for surfing. I still need to buy that, so this is kind of a makeshift mouthpiece, so it falls out of my mouth a lot. But this is a great piece of gear if you're going to be in the water. And here are some of the specs about it and my favorite parts about the GoPro. It has a wide angle lens, it shoots 4K video, and it has a great microphone. And you know, this thing is pretty much indestructible. So if you're going to be in the water surfing or scuba diving, snorkeling, this is a great piece of gear to have. Okay, so this next piece of gear I'm really excited about, but I don't know that much about it, honestly. It's actually what I'm looking at right now, and that's my camera. It's a Canon EOS M6 Mark II, and the reason why I bought it was because I had seen so many reviews on YouTube from different vloggers saying that this was one of the best cameras to use in 2020. So some of the details about this I can't give you, but I would suggest if you want to know more about this camera, go to Think Media on YouTube. That's where I found a lot of information on this camera. And here's just some of the specs of this camera. So the Canon EOS M6 Mark II has a high resolution 32.5 megapixel sensor, dual pixel autofocus, and captures 4K video from the full width of its sensor. Now, they say that it doesn't have that comfortable of a grip. I don't know, because this is honestly my first camera. To me, it has a pretty comfortable grip, but this is a great piece of gear to have in your bag, and I'll know more about that when I shoot more. So, that's it. Okay, so this last piece of gear is what I'm most excited about, is because I just got it about a week ago, and I've only shot with it once, and I'm going to show you my shoot. But it is the Canon 100 to 400 millimeter lens. You'll see these on the beach with surf photographers. It is a great way to bridge the gap from the beach to the surf. I'm so used to taking my drone out and flying over the surfers, which gets great footage, and also being in the water with the GoPro. But I needed something to bridge that gap from the beach to the surf, and this was the perfect lens for it. This was recommended to me from a surf photographer that I respect. And I'm gonna take you now to my first shoot on the Oceanside Pier. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching that shoot with my new lens. That was the first time I've used it, and I love it. It's amazing. It's crazy how close to the surfers I can get, and obviously I'm just learning, so I'm gonna get a lot better. But thanks so much for watching. The last thing I want to tell you about my gear is I do have kind of a makeshift studio, and I use newer lights. I have 2 of them side by side, and I also have this boom mic right here from Rode boom mic. So, and that's just right over top of my head here. I'm gonna leave it here. But anyways, my channel is more of an adventure channel, Explore with Scott Kennedy. Your channel might just need an iPhone, or your channel might just need a GoPro. So anyways, I hope you found something of value in this video. And if you did, please subscribe, and I will see you on the next video.